Like many other schools in New York and nationwide, enrollment continues to plummet, and it's especially a problem in the Liverpool school district.
Yeah, and the district coming up now with a list of recommendations on how to solve that issue, and they're also sharing those plans with parents. News Channel 9's Julia LeBlanc is joining us now live from Nate Perry Elementary School. And Julia, they had a meeting there last night. What was that about?
They did, Dan and Jennifer. Parents gathered here at Nate Perry Elementary School last night to talk about the future of the district. It's one of 9 informational sessions where the district is informing parents about what they're planning to do in the coming years. And after learning the district is looking to close one elementary school, parents are concerned.
As an educator, that is a lot of change to handle.
The Liverpool Central School District is in dire need of change. Since Dr. Mark Potter took over as superintendent 13 years ago, enrollment numbers have dipped by 1,400. And in the last 25 years, they lost 3,000 kids. And 2 years ago, they started taking that seriously, coming up with Education 2020, a committee of 50 administrators and members of the general public.
Financially, we cannot continue to support all the things we're doing. We have to find something different.
The main plan includes closing one of the district's 9 elementary schools, but they're not sure which one yet. They would then have 4 schools with kids in kindergarten through 2nd grade, and the other 4 would house grades 3 through 8, finishing off with 1 high school. That's just one of several options, though, and the earliest they'd start taking action on those plans would be fall of 2021.
We're really looking at this from a long-term perspective, that what's going to be the best for kids, what's going to be the best for the community, but what's also going to be the best opportunity to do some financial savings in this idea.
A plan that's not final yet, but parents are still worried about what to tell their kids about where they're going to school in a few years.
When you're dealing with somebody who's now 10 years old, they're very fragile, and she's resilient, but we don't have any answers for them.
Now, there will be another informational session of the same sort happening tonight at 6 o'clock at Elmcrest Elementary School. After that, there will be 5 other meetings. Now, for those dates and times, you can head to our website at localsyr.com. Live in Liverpool, Julia LeBlanc, News Channel 9.